right, so today's video we're going to be watching a cheater VOD, which we haven't watched them in a little bit. So we occasionally get some submissions of them, and this one is of apparently this is a Hiimasters to GM game on PC. That's very interesting. And they say, happy to be submitting to the community for the first time. After staying home from work today and feeling sick, I decided to boot up my favorite addiction, Overwatch. First of all, hope you're feeling better now. I was Red Team Zen, and for a while, I personally didn't notice the cheats right away until one of my teammates pointed it out on second point. If it wasn't for the call-out, they probably would have gotten away with it despite how terrible they actually did. Hope you enjoy, and happy holidays to everyone. Well, let's see if this is correct. Let's see if they were cheating. The first step is find out, are they cheating? I need to see that first. Okay, this is a Masters like GM game too, so I have to look at some of that. So far, the crosshair replacement's on the floor, so this could be them just like, you know, eating some food. Oh no. I mean, chat, I'm gonna tell you right now, keep in mind this is a GM lobby and I'm watching... Oh, yeah, I mean, okay, whether or not they're going to be cheating here, they're definitely not in this rank. I can assure you on that one. Like, that, regardless, like, obviously we didn't see a lot there, but, like, I can already tell that, like, this is not a, that would not be a GM player right there. I can already assure you on that.
They won't quit.
Meanwhile, it's me on Sojourn or something. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, no, this is somebody, this is not, oh boy. Yeah, they're cheating. I'll explain why in a second. One, they've been looking at people through walls. Two, look where their aim is normally, and then they just start being accurate. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a brand new account. Well, you gotta remember, chat, so Blizzard has a new kind of like philosophy now. It's not really new. They kind of changed it about a year and a half ago, or maybe a year ago, where when you make a brand new account, it actually will put you... I'm not going to say this is exactly how it works, because I can't speak for the system, but my understanding is that, like, basically, they're more likely to get you to a higher rank quicker than they are to let you sit in bronze or silver, gold, etc. on an alt. So when you have a cheater like this making this account, they probably like shredded through placements, and that's why they ended up so high up where they're at rank-wise now, because of that. You get what I'm saying? Their system drives you to a higher rank with alts than it does, like, lower rank. Yeah, they're definitely cheating. I mean, they didn't even know what to do there. Yeah, I mean, you can see it. Like, so basically, their normal aim is, I don't even know if their mouse is on their desk right now. There's a chance it's just, like, somewhere off there and they're not even using a mouse. But they're definitely, like, you can see it when they lock in on somebody and when they don't. But they're on Ashe now, so let's see. This could be maybe they're just having a bad start, okay? How much damage do they have? They're 0-3 with 1,100 damage, so that's you know, that's a normal stat line so far in this if you're not having a good go. Oh, do you see what happened there, chat? The aimbot didn't know the difference between a Zenyatta ultimate and the person that, yep. Oh my. It almost feels like it automatically, I don't know much about this stuff, but it feels like it automatically goes to somebody, and like you saw it with the Bob there too, right? You saw it with the Bob there, right? When the Bob went by, the aimbot switched over to the Bob and just followed it. They haven't aimed yet. Well, you can... Sometimes when you watch, like, cheater VODs, you can kind of see what their normal aim is like prior, because they don't, like their crosshair placements on the floor, their aim in spots that don't make sense. They don't know the map, so, like, right there, they're looking at the Ashe. Do they not know how to coach gun? Is their keyboard on their desk? What is happening? They didn't know how to use their coach gun. They're like, dude, what button is this? Do I hit... What button is... I don't get it. Nope, there's a fence there. Ooh, they dynamited. Okay, let's see what amazing play is going to happen here. Oh, yeah, I mean, again, chat, if you haven't... It's clear as day, by the way. If anybody's questioning whether or not they're cheating here, like, it's not even a question to me. Like, it tracks people like that. You saw the Cassidy there. Yep. Do they know how to use Bob? Discord? Exclamation point Discord. Because we saw them struggle with Coach Gun, so let's see if they know how to use Bob. Keep in mind, by the way, chat, Ashe is very strong right now. Very strong hero in this rank. So if you watch that Ashe player there do that, this should give you an idea. What rank was this? This is Masters and GM, chat. This is normal for Masters GM, right? Oh, they coach gun. Oh, the aimbot didn't know what to do. Oh. Okay, here goes the bob, right? Here goes the bob. If you were in a good spot here, you would bob this yesterday. Okay. Still waiting on that bob. There it is. Wow, they bobbed. Even Bob got lost. Dude, they're not even hiding it. Like, they know that if they die to this, oh, chat. The person cheating there literally saw that Ashe from a mile away, has an aimbot, and still got rolled by the other Ashe. I want to point that out. Like, the other Ashe rolled them. Okay, here we go. Is the other Ashe also cheating? I don't think so. I can take a quick look if you want. I think this is the... So let me kind of point this out here. You can have an aimbot all day long in these games, but if your movement is horrendous, like, the players in this rank will take advantage of that. Like, bad movement in that GM range, in the champion, etc. A lot of players use good positioning, so you always have cover. You can kind of out-peak bad movement and get kills with it, right? So, like, that's why you see that. Because, like, yeah, their positioning so horrendous that basically the other team can just take advantage of that. That's why sometimes, like, if you ever get a top 500 game where there's a cheater and, like, they may not be aimbot and up a storm, but then you start to see these things you wouldn't normally see, like what we just saw from their position and movement, etc. And you start to wonder, and then you see that they were cheating because they're just like, you know, they're not in this rank, and it's clear as day with how they're positioning themselves, where they're playing, etc. So, yep. So, but I can just tell you right now on their Ashe. Nope, their Ashe is not. I guarantee it. I can't guarantee it, but I'm 95% sure, 99% sure. We'll see. Okay, now they're a little bit confused on how to walk out of spawn doors. I think the first part of the map is generally figuring out where to go for them. They're perfect. Wonderful coach gun. That was excellent. Okay, let's walk at that Hanzo in a straight line right now. This should go well. Damn. Yep. I want to see if the other Ashe rolls them now. I just want to see their Ashe roll them. Come on, Ashe, you got this. And see, chat, like, see how this movement right here, but I'm showing the other Ashe for an example. Like, see how the movement's a lot cleaner, right? How that movement was clean, like, the reactions were clean. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the difference you'll see between somebody who's, like, in that rank and, like, when you're watching somebody with, like, aim at the floor and doesn't know where they're going, doesn't know how to use their abilities correctly, things like that. So, yep. Yeah, they tried to rotate with the coach gun. Yep, it just didn't work well. What rank is this? GM. Yep, this is GM. Did you just say that? Did you say the Ashe turns like a ship? That's such a good way to describe it. They're over here on their freight. But what is they're just like when if you watch this, you'd be like, dude, what is going on here? And you can tell they try to set their aimbot to like a percentage that's not just like rage hacking. As I say that though, you know, okay, is it me or is their close range aimbot tuned up higher than their long range aimbot? I notice it when people get close to them, it goes really like ridiculous, but when they're further away, it's a lot like it's like almost has a range setting or something. Maybe I'm just like it's because it's so much more obvious when they're right in front of them or something. I definitely see it at range, like they're still aimbotting, but like, let's see what happens when they get closer. Yeah, that's a wall right there. Unfortunately, you can't. Oh no, that's a Hanzo. Oh, no, this is their first map. This is their first time also playing the map. So they're learning where to go. Yep, they're pinging the garage here. So if anybody's looking for a car, there might be a car in there right now. All right, let's see if they just stand in the middle of the... Oh, sure are. Yep. Okay. You said no perks? They just got one perk, it looks like. Level 2. On the bottom. Like yeah. Ooh, do they know what that is? That's a Bob. So Bob is an ultimate that Ashe has. You can send it in and it does a lot of damage. I know they sent it in earlier, but I don't think they know what it does. All right, so, oh, great. I was just thinking somebody needs to push the cart. I can't think of anybody better than Bob. So that was a good play right there. Dude, they get so confused when a target leaves their screen. Like when somebody leaves their screen. I love when they're trying not to cheat there by aiming at where somebody's ankles would be if they peek that window. They're like, I'm not cheating, watch this. I'm pre-aiming a spot. Meanwhile, they're aiming at like the ankles of like any of the heroes. Oh, they should pre-aim again up on this high ground. Oh, I looked at the walls. Let me pre-aim at their ankles again. Okay, so here's what happens. Whenever they think that they aim at somebody through a wall, they then try to play it off like they're just pre-aiming a spot. They just tried to pre-fire the Cassidy because they didn't know they weren't peeking the window. Now they're going to go back to aiming at ankles. Watch. Yep. See? That's what they do. They're like, well, if I accidentally shoot at them, I'm just going to pretend I'm pre-aiming somewhere. Oh, boy. Did they just try to... Aimbot got confused. Doing a Counter-Strike 2 VOD review. I mean, they're playing it like they're playing not a hero shooter, that's for sure. I mean, they're trying to shoot people through walls at all times. Chat, I want to point out they're now up to 12 deaths. Keep in mind, they're up to 12 deaths with all of the information of knowing where they're on the map and an aimbot. Oh, if they better walk up this stairwell. Oh no, they're going this way. How do you get to GM playing like this? I think I explained it at the beginning too, but like basically the way that Blizzard's alt accounts work is they drive people to higher ranks quicker. So that way if somebody's smurfing, they won't be like, if somebody's smurfing, they climb much quicker. The thing is though, if somebody's cheating like this in, let's say like, you know, bronze or something from the get-go, the aim alone will probably get them through that. Blizzard like basically skyrockets you up to like they said they bought the account. No, I'm gonna be real with you. Like I'm serious. Like if you've seen a lot of the people who make alt accounts now, they end up in this rank pretty quickly. Do I think they even won with cheats and gold? Oh, I have no idea. I mean, but there's also a chance like they just bought an account for like $2, right? I have no idea. Point being is they were cheating pretty badly too. I can see why it was really hard for the team to decide if they were cheating or not because they didn't do anything. I mean, they finished the game with 9,000 damage with an aimbot, and they went up against a Ashe who didn't have an aimbot who went 30-6. So, yeah. There you go. They were definitely cheating, and that is that. So, if you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube, all of that. If you want to submit more videos of any sort, my Discord's where to do so. And outside of that, appreciate y'all watching. And if you look to the side here, am I right now? There's going to be a box. Click it. It's a video. It's going to be a good one. With that being said, hope you have an amazing day /night. Let's go, baby.